Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So today we are going to talk about the Department of Justice and their latest move. And we're also going to talk about the possibility that Trump might still have more classified documents. Before we get into that, we'll go over what DOJ is doing, what they're trying to do and trying to accomplish. So the Department of Justice is kind of offering an off-ramp to the judge who granted Trump the ruling for the special master. That ruling, a lot of people have, well, let's just say they had questions about it. DOJ is specifically saying, we want the classified material now. We want to be able to use that now. Everything else, fine. Give it to the special master. Don't care. We want the classified material right now. We want to be able to use it. And they lay out the fact that the classified documents, they're not attorney-client. They're not executive privilege. And they don't belong to Trump. So they're looking for something that is very narrow in scope to be changed in the judge's orders. And everything else, they're like, yeah, whatever. And they also kind of indicate that if the judge doesn't do that, then, well, they'll just take it to the 11th Circuit. And the 11th Circuit almost certainly will. Now, one of the things that is also at play is the damage assessment, the intelligence assessment dealing with the risk that the former president may have created. Now, I've talked about this before, but intelligence agencies generally don't have authority to conduct investigations inside the United States. The FBI is part of the intelligence community, and they're incredibly important when they come to counterintelligence. Now, in the first thing that the judge sent down, indicated that the assessment could continue. When I talked about it, if you go back to the video, let's talk about Trump getting a special master. When I'm talking about this, I'm smirking. I'm laughing because I know how this functions. There will be senior people on the criminal investigation that are also a part of the intelligence assessment. Literally the same people. Now, they can't view the documents as part of the criminal investigation, but by my reading of what the judge said, they could view it as part of the intelligence assessment. So I found that very funny. By the way I look at it, they're good to go. I guess Merrick Garland is a stickler for judicial intent or whatever, and is looking for clarification on that aspect of it. For those who think that the feds are just going out of their way and they're being incredibly unfair, they're not. This was wide open for them to use this. I mean, it's so open. I was laughing about it when I was talking about it. And they have elected not to do it that way, and they're asking for clarification. Now, on to the part in what they sent in that I think is most important. In addition, the injunction against using classified records in the criminal investigation could impede efforts to identify the existence of any additional classified records that are not being properly stored, which itself presents the potential for ongoing risk to national security. The feds believe it is possible that he still has some. Can you imagine being one of those people who went out there and went to bat for him, and then finding out that maybe he is still retaining documents like that? If that's the case, I would say that the Department of Justice certainly has a willful retention case. Given what happened, how long they were trying to get him back, and then the search, if there were additional documents that he didn't voluntarily say, oh, you're obviously looking for these. That speaks volumes. That speaks volumes. And the feds are apparently concerned about that. That, to me, is probably more important than the legal maneuvering here, because that may suggest that there might be more searches. There might be more to this still coming. So that may have something to do with the empty folders, or this may be something that they have uncovered that we don't know about yet, or it may just be they're concerned because they don't know. We don't actually know yet. But that being brought up the way it has been, that's something that we'll probably see that material again. So that's what's going on. I think I would hope that the judge is going to give them access to the classified material and allow them to review it. There doesn't seem to be a legal justification to not allow it. But we're going to have to wait and see. If the judge decides not to, next week it's going to the 11th Circuit. So that's where we're at on all this. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.